Today I want to give you some tips on buying on eBay. And as a seller myself for over 10 years, I think there's some things that people should know. And the reason I'm doing this is somebody I admire who has a garden show channel on YouTube came out recently and told everybody not to buy on eBay or Amazon, and it kind of got to me. So I want to give you some tips and ideas. I mean, I can't tell people whether to buy, not to buy anywhere. Everybody's got to do what they want. But this will give you maybe some ideas on how to protect yourself, because I know such wonderful people that buy and people that sell on eBay, and they bend over backwards for all their customers. And I know I do, and I know so many else do, and some people it's their livelihood. So to make a big bold statement like that, let me just show you some stuff. He did a video on buying black strawberries, and he claimed they weren't. He never tried to grow them, but you know, he claimed they weren't. He was very angry, and so he did a video on it. And then he also had, I guess, a sister or somebody that bought these rainbow roses. Well, you know, the sad part is, it is a scam. And had he just simply Googled it like I did, in 2 seconds you find out that that particular fruit is a scam. There are some strawberries that are very dark, but as far as a black strawberry, it was a scam. So he really should have done a little more research. And as far as the roses, that particular item, that's another one that you do some research. You'll find out it's a white rose, and there's ways of dyeing them, but they don't go into the details of telling you anything. Again, Google it. We live in an age now that we can Google everything and anything. And you just Google it, check on it, even check on the people if you have to. That's the only thing I would say. As far as not buying on eBay, I buy lots of things on eBay. I buy all kinds of seeds on eBay. I bought these seeds. Here they are. It's kind of, I know it's kind of dark in this room now. I should have put the light on, but I have a whole bag of them. Why do I have a whole bag of these seeds? Because they're so good. They're 100% germination for me. We've got the trees growing. I bought from somebody else. I bought celery and tomatoes, and let's see if I can find them. I've bought all kinds of seeds, and we've had nothing but wonderful luck. And they're so cheap, 99 cents. They're throwing it in an envelope with a stamp. So they're not going to have that top seller. They will not have that. If you go on there, nobody selling seeds that are using stamps will be top sellers. So you've got to be aware of that, because eBay won't allow them to be a top seller. They can only do it with the tracking. They do get on your back because they want you to have tracking. But the problem is, once you add on tracking, you're looking at about almost $3, you know, because you've got to pay eBay for the shipping and everything. So figure they just don't bother. They just sell their seeds, and there's so many good things. I've got the greatest tomatoes growing in my yard, heirloom tomatoes I bought on eBay. I've got celery. The girl even said to me, I mean, she took time to send me a letter and said, once you buy the celery, you will never need to buy celery again. No kidding. I've got it growing like weeds now all over my yard. So there are lots of good people that are selling on eBay. Lots of them. Look at their feedback. Check it out. You know, I mean, it's really, really simple. There's the feedback. You just check on it. I've got a neutral because somebody wrote ha. What am I going to do? They wrote ha. And then one time somebody gave me a negative. She said that I gave her something for free, so I must have been guilty. I don't know. That's the way she thought. So there was nothing I can do. So you've got all kinds out there, and you just do the best you can. Here's a few numbers I want to show you. And if you remember this, you should be okay. Again, feedback, but then I bought from people with a 0. The camera I'm using, 0. She just wanted the camera out. She wanted $200. She had 0 feedback. She told me she uses her phone. She gave me the camera for $200, paid for it on eBay. It came, it arrived, it's perfect. But you can still check the feedback, especially on seeds, see what they have to say. The other thing too is what I want you to see is this number. You've got the price, then you've got the shipping cost. Like I said, it costs me to send this out. This one item costs me about $3.50 with everything that I have to put out with a tracking to get it to them. I charge $2.69. People don't realize that I'm out of pocket on a lot of that. So when I sell an item for $3, I'm out of pocket, but that's okay. It says it will delivery estimated on or before September 9th. It's interesting how eBay can know this, but they do this. They put that date. That date is an important date. Because if for some reason they don't get the item on that date, they can contact me or eBay and say they didn't get the item. That's where you are protected by this delivery date. Let me show you something over here. Let's see if I can get you over there. My brother wants to get some blades for his Cuisinart. He started looking and I had to stop him and tell him to check this date. Now, see this date here? It says will arrive October 2nd to Monday, November 13th. Now remember, today is September 3rd. If he does not get this item, something's wrong with it. He can't do anything until November 3rd. Not the first date they gave there. They gave October 2nd, but November 3rd. I wouldn't buy an item like that. It's too long. So just remember that. Now the other thing I want you to know is when you buy something on eBay, never pay them off eBay. You pay them on eBay. There, you're pretty much all protected. eBay's going to protect you on that, number one. Number two, you're going to pay with your PayPal account. That's pretty much the only way you can, and that's the only way you want to do it. Pay with your PayPal account. If you're buying something that you're in doubt of and you think it's not real or you're not sure, make sure when you pay on PayPal that you use a credit card connected to your PayPal account. Not your savings account, but a credit card. Here's the reason. If you bought an item, let's say you bought a $200 camera and it never arrived, after the date, whatever date is on there, so you want a reasonable shipping time. Don't go with something that gives you 2 to 3 months. It's ridiculous. They're banking on you forgetting. After that time, you contact eBay. If for any reason eBay doesn't help you, then you can contact PayPal. If for whatever reason PayPal doesn't help you, you're taken care of by your credit card company. So that's how you're 100% taken care of by your credit card company and the whole lineup. So it's eBay, PayPal, and credit card. On small items, maybe you want to pay with the money you've got in PayPal. You know, PayPal is really good. They usually are right there to help you, but that's the way for like a camera or something, just to protect yourself, something big. Make sure you pay on eBay using PayPal and use that payment connected to your credit card. And you've got 3 different entities you can go to if there's a problem. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I'm just very sad that somebody can make such a bold statement and say that items are no good on eBay when, like I said, I know some of the nicest people and I know how hard I work. And you just can't make a bold statement like that. Protect yourself, check the delivery date, and keep an eye out on the item. If the item doesn't arrive, the very first thing I would do is just simply go to the seller's, go to your account and go to contact the seller. Not that it didn't come, just say other and ask them, because maybe there was a problem. Maybe weather held it up. Maybe they couldn't ship it. There was a death in their family or something. Something happened. See if they'll get back with you. If they don't contact you, then go ahead and say it didn't come, and that opens up a case, and then eBay gets involved. But I always give the seller a chance. I have bought so many things. I know so many people, friends and family, that buy on eBay, and you know, I don't have a problem with eBay. I have found the neatest things on eBay. You just have to know those couple little things. Check the delivery date before you pay. If this date said November 9th, I wouldn't bother. There is something wrong. Should never take that long. Even if it's in China, it shouldn't take that long. Usually the stuff I get from China has been on my doorstep within 2 to 3 weeks. I have not had any problems with anything. So check that delivery date. And then from there, go ahead and pay. Do your purchase, buy it up there, pay for it, and you're good to go. I don't know what else I can say on any of that. I'm quite proud of my feedback, but I like I said, I work very, very hard, and I've been on eBay a long time, and I have, like I said, so many friends and people that are on there, and they sell plants. And I have sold plants. I wasn't going to sell plants, but there were some plants that people wanted, so I threw some plants up on eBay, and they've been excited, and now they're gone. So that's about it. That's all I wanted to say. Give them a chance. Pay on eBay, never off eBay. Pay with your PayPal, which is really the only way you can do it, and can make sure your credit card is connected to that if you're in doubt. That's it. I can't think of anything else offhand. That's pretty much it. And if you're buying black strawberries, rainbow flowers, and it looks too real, and I mean too real. The flowers look real, but I mean if you think it's too good to be true, Google it. Have I gotten nabbed on there? And yes, I bought some packing tape just recently. My husband said, "Oh my gosh, $10 for 36 rolls of packing tape. You've got to buy it." And I told him it's a fake ad. I knew it was a fake ad. "No, it's coming from China. They have free shipping." I said, "I don't care how much the shipping is free. It's still a fake ad." And I went ahead and bought a couple boxes. And yeah, I got nabbed on the estimated time of delivery on one. I had to wait 2 months to get my money back because they didn't pull the ad down. And the other one, they only had, I think, 3 weeks. So I had to wait 3 weeks to get my money back on that. If eBay recognizes it and knows it's a fake ad and they pull it, they'll give you back your money. Like the camera that I bought that for $300 that normally would sell for $1,000, they pulled the ad. And once they pull the ad and they realize it's fake, they give you back your money right away. They immediately reimburse you. That's it. If you have any questions, maybe I can help out on that. But as far as buying seeds, I think seeds are great to buy. I think they're wonderful. I buy seeds from there all the time. We've bought all kinds of things, and like I said, these were great. And we bought lettuce and tomatoes and carrots and broccoli. Somebody had sprouting broccoli. I didn't want big broccoli heads. I bought that 2 years ago. I have never used all the seeds, but I have broccoli plants all over because it reseeds itself. And the plants from 2 years ago that I planted are still growing. So I'm getting broccoli all the time. It's turned into a real bush. So see what they're selling. Use common sense. That's all we have to do. And usually common sense will kick in and you're fine. And if not, eBay should protect you on that. Here's something else I want to point out. This is the beginning of September, as I was saying. And this particular product, though it says, I don't know if I can zoom in close enough, free shipping from Miami, Florida. Yet their last date, which is the date they're covered till, is October 26th. Again, almost 2 months. So this is the things you've got to watch. Always check that estimated between date, because you can't file if you did not receive the product until after the last date, which would be October 26th. So you cannot file that you didn't receive it until October 27th. Remember, always check that date. That's very important. Because normally, this should, I looked at the same product from somebody else and it will be here in 3 days. It could be a week. I'm fine with a week, even 2 weeks. I'm suspicious that this particular product is not coming from the United States. A lot of foreigners are opening up accounts with, it could be a P.O. box, it could be a warehouse. I'm not sure how they're doing it, but they're opening up accounts stating they're in the United States and they're not. And that's why I've noticed a lot of products now have this very late delivery date because it's actually being shipped from another country to here and then to you. And sometimes I've had some of them come directly from the other country. So again, you're pretty good. If this would have said, let's say September 19th, I would have gone for it. But being that this one says October 26th, I will not buy this product. The other thing I want you to think about is if you come in and you decide to sign up as an eBay, with an eBay account. Some people come in and sign up as a guest. I have a lot of people come in and just buy from me and they only sign up as a guest. But if you do decide to open up an eBay account, even if it's just a regular account to check on all the time, be sure to sign up on the eBay Bucks. It's free. You have nothing to lose. And look, I've made 2 cents on this account. But the point is, every few months, as you can see here, they send you a little certificate telling you you've got the money and you can go buy something. I mean, my brother went nuts trying to spend, I think, 8 cents he made. But there's been times I buy things off eBay and I have made $5, $6, $7, $8, $10. So a while ago, I haven't bought a lot lately. So be sure if you open up an eBay account, make sure you find that eBay Bucks. And if you don't, well, message them, but it should be there. Put it in the search and look for eBay Bucks. Now be quiet while I do my last videotape, okay? No growling and barking at things, okay? All right. As far as buying seeds on eBay or anywhere, if you're in the US, I would say buy from within the US. I wouldn't buy from other countries. I have spoken to people I know at the post office, and they have explained to me that pretty much everything that comes in from overseas is radiated. It's like microwaved. So even if the seeds were good when they left the country, they may not be any good by the time they get to you. That's possible. That's basically it. Just stick with farmers and people that are selling, that are within the United States. And plus you have someone to go back to if there was a problem, if it didn't grow right, or they're usually really good to help you out with questions. So that's my opinion. All the seeds I have bought, let's say 99% of the seeds we have bought are from the United States. And it's a safer way of going. But there's a lot of US sellers. Again, check that date I told you. If the date tells you that you're not going to get it for 2 months, then that seed seller may not be within the United States if you're buying within the United States. It's a very important date to check. The date of arrival, the last date on there. I think I misspoke earlier and I said on part of the video November 3rd when I meant to say November 13th was the actual date on there. You would not be able to put in a claim until after that if there was a problem. As far as seeds growing, well, it's a risk. I've bought stuff other places that was supposed to be somewhere not online and it wasn't quite what it was supposed to be. So things do happen. You're not spending a ton of money. Yes, you're putting out time, but try to stick with sellers that are in the United States. There's plenty of good ones. That's just my opinion. Do what you want. You can always try, something else, and make sure you check out anything you're in doubt about. Just Google it, see if there is such a thing. I just wanted to do an ending little message here. I would never tell anybody to or not to buy from someplace. Use common sense, check the dates, and I do want to apologize for kind of jumping around a little bit. My husband said, why didn't you use a tripod? Because I was going from screen to screen, and I have 2 monitors set up. When I work on my artwork, it's easier that way, so I was kind of bouncing back and forth, so I couldn't use a tripod for that. So anyways, that's it. Check the dates. This was just a closing, note that I wanted to apologize for any shaking, but there are such great things on eBay and probably Amazon and other places too. I only buy my seeds on eBay, but look at all these fun things. Like I said, we've grown wonderful things. I wouldn't have my walking onions all over my yard right now. I wouldn't have my garlic chives all over if it wasn't for eBay. I met great people on there, bought great things for great prices. It helps them out as, new farmers, and it helps everybody out. And they usually are full of information. If you ask them questions, they'll come back and write to you. So I would say just check it out. go through, ask questions, and go from there. All right, everybody. Again, another goodbye. I'll use a tripod when I can. I'm holding my camera now. Anyways, have a great day, and don't forget to eat what you grow.